As for South Africans, the least said about them, the better. I don't know why people even travel to that country. The next person says the guy currently being attacked here is a South African man, but apparently he couldn't speak the language. He was asked a question. Next person says this is so painful. I'm so embarrassed to call myself a South African at this point. My heart just broke. Nathan Billion says a mother fleeing country, I can never acknowledge their visa, either free or paid. I hate everything about the country. SA. Another person says God will judge harshly and it won't be good. Hmm. The next person says in this 21st century, South African youths are promoting xenophobic. This shows that most of their youth don't migrate out the shore of their country. Just look at the way the boy was being callously beaten. This is heinous crime against humanity. Mama Yeti says this is really wrong. Dennis Camera says this is nonsense. Nobody should allow this to happen in your country. Onyek later says this country, South Africa, is heading towards destruction. Jaff Fashion Apparel says MTN multi-choice, nothing must do my family over there. Oh. Chinoyen Vivian says country where I no rate even for a day. You call country and tout will show. Hmm. Another person here since started seeing such things from South Africa, I never desired to step a foot there in that country. All I can think is that I'm going alive in that country. Chef Baby says Africa has long way to go. I'm disappointed in us. Our ancestors are weeping bitterly in their grave. All the sacrifices they made for us so we can stand in oneness and make Africa great. But see how we have turned against ourselves. If we hate ourselves this much, what right do we have to fight against racism? How do others love us when we don't even love ourselves? Africa. This is really wrong. This is very, very bad and it's a very big heinous crime if we tell ourselves the truth. Another person says, why beat him? Don't we South Africans living in the diaspora? David Odina says, where the hell are we blacks heading? Damn, this is your brother. Just like this person says, why are you beating him? South Africans, they are also living in diaspora. There are so many countries that they are living. All of them are not based in their country. Just because you asked a foreigner question in your language and he couldn't respond and you resulted in beating him. Another person says the reason Africa is still lacking, there is no love at home. It's sad. Next person says make the guy run now. He comes stand there, then they punch him face. Someone that will run and they will still grab him and still beat him. Another person says, can they finish what they have started? Can they finish what they have started? I hope they wouldn't go to another country except their own country. Now, wow, this is so bad. Jude says, so this is what we prayed for Nelson Mandela to be released for. So there are no law enforcement in South Africa. It is so painful, guys. Next person says, I can't wait for Jesus to come. These people are just like Trump. Why are you people bringing Trump to this matter? Next person says, so because someone is from another country, you think it's okay to beat them and force them out? That's not patriotism, that's cruelty. The next person says they need prayers because someone lied to them and living on that. Millie White says, I hope he is not a Nigerian, but all the same, this is too bad for anybody. Vivian says, Bob Marley sang this years ago, but today we are still fighting each other, Africa. When are we going to listen to each other? This is really worrisome and very pathetic at the same time. Very pathetic. Someone says, what are people looking for in South Africa, Seth? Wake up, Africa. Greener pastures, my dear. You wouldn't blame them. Don't just blame them and point fingers to them like that. Why would foreigners be the target in South Africa? Things cannot be done properly again in Africa. Things cannot be done calmly again in South Africa. You needed to see the video making waves in all social media platforms where South Africans are fighting the foreigners. Like this is pure xenophobic attack on ground. I don't know what you people want from President Ramaphosa because I believe the man is on his own angle is trying his best in that country, but the citizens are trying to spoil his good works. The citizens are trying to destabilize the system for him, scatter the administration for him. This is quite worrisome and it really calls for concern. I gathered a lot of comments. Some people were like, what are they even going to South Africa to look for? What are they looking for in South Africa? That they rather stay in their country than go to South Africa. Because when you see the attacks being meted out on foreigners, you start asking these people they have a home, oh, they have their own houses. So that they came to South Africa is not that they don't have home, it's not that they are homeless, but they are looking for greener pastures. We should do better. We should do better. The culprits in South Africa causing all this havoc, giving South Africa bad name, should stop it. It's of no good use. It's a very bad behavior, crying out loud. If people are actually seeing it in this dimension, if people are actually seeing it in this angle, they should know that at this point they are crossing the boundary. They are doing way too much. Just look at how a South African is hitting a foreigner just because he asked him a question and the foreigner was not able to reply in South African language. Therefore, he's an enemy. With that, he detected that, this one is a foreigner, this one is a stranger. There's even someone's comment, the person was like, as if South Africans are not in diaspora, as if they are not in other countries. Abba, come to think of it. This is getting too much, guys. It's getting way too much. The government should look into this because it's going like the way it's going, it might not really be controlled easily. Truth be told. Yeah. The government should look into it because it's really not okay that a country as good as South Africa has a record of xenophobic attacks. It will hinder the growth of the country, it will hinder the growth of investors, it will hinder the growth of so many good things that could have happened in that country. It's quite worrisome, seriously.